Welcome to Taran's classroom, friends. In today's class, we're going to learn about exponents. So, exponents is the easiest chapter if I have ever experienced in maths. It's even easier than set. So, we are going to learn about only three topics. But these three topics, we are going to cover the whole lesson exponents. It may seem something so complicated, but it's exactly very easy. Okay, now let's learn about the introduction. What are exponents? Where they are used? Have you ever seen numbers like this? Have you ever seen numbers like this? Three. Most all people read like this. 3, 2, 10, 5, 1, 2, and 136. Actually, what are these numbers? Let's learn that these are exponents. The most other name, which is not that much complicating, is power notation. So now let's take the exponent this one. Now let's learn about the parts of exponents. This is called the base. And this is called as the exponent. So what does this equation mean? Where are they used? We can learn about them. So exponents are used in many of our daily life, but they are actually a bit rare. They are used for do you know, for the people who are living in a city, for each century they used to take some data they used to take, right? So they used to express it in these forms. Science, for example, in chemistry, as well as in for representing the atomic ratio and all, we use exponents. It's very vital, but still it is not used in our daily life as much, but it's very important topic. It makes us to simplify all, like this. If it is a this much type of ball, we can simplify it into small bits like that. It's very easy. Okay, so this is known as exponents. But you may think, how can we solve a problem? Okay, now let's learn. So 3, 2. What does this represent? It represents 3 into 3. The most common mistake every people make, even me, when I was not able to learn about exponents, the first common mistake I made is 3 into 2. 3 into 2. What the examiner will do? Here, take it, you can go. Right? Okay, so what the common mistake the people make is, they think 3 into this 2. They think that this becomes multiplication. No, no, no. Please don't follow this mistake. This means 3 is repeated 2 times. So 3 into 3. And this is entirely wrong. Please don't consider it. And becomes 9. Can you understand? So this is the simple equation of exponent, and don't repeat that mistake or you'll be having thousands of x in your daily life. Okay. So this is the simple equation of exponent. If you know this, you'll be able to solve each of the problems which are related to exponents. Still, there are many confusions in exponents. How to find the reciprocal? Many things are there. Now, what do you understand by this? 3 to the power of 1. Here, the answer is 3, but still, some people think, so 3 to the power of 1. And they write like 1 by 3. How ridiculous. It's entirely wrong. Actually, there is no exponent known as 3 to the power of 1. But there is still one exponent known as 3 to the power of 0. Do you know what's the value of this? 1. That's 0 exponent. It means 3 is power to the 0 is equal to 1. Can you understand it? So this is also known as the 0 exponent. But here I must not tell you, because when we go to the laws of exponent, we'll be learning about it. Okay. Now let's learn about how to solve simple equations. So the first one is 3 by 236 by 236. Okay. So this seems to look at very complicated sum like 3 by 236. What? 236 into 236 into 236. Simple. 3 by 236 to the power of 3. It's very easy. Can you understand? Like this, we can do many sums. But here comes the common doubt with many people. If you have a number like 64, how can you write this in power notation? How? How? For this, we need to learn one type of solving a brother, one of a brother who's coming here. Okay, he's known as he's a cousin of LCM, right? LCM is like this, but he's similar like this. Can you understand? It's nothing then finding the product. The product, that is, it's splitting that number into several terms by using the same number. For LCM, if I have the LCM of 2, 3, 4, I will write like this. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I correct number. 12. But for his cousin, that is finding the power notation of splitting the number, we are doing the same number. You must know that, okay? So here we will be writing it like this. Same number will be doing. Let's take the number 64. Here what they will think is 2s are 32. Next what table? 16's table 2. Then 2 table 1. Entirely wrong. What you do is 32. Go with the same table. So this is a small number. If you have a big number, for example like 243, what we will do is just split it with the help of prime numbers. Never take composite numbers like 4. If there have been 6, 9, many are there. Please don't take composite numbers. Take prime number. 2 is a prime number. Never take 1 because 1 is neither prime or composite and 0 is neutral. So here 32. 2s are 16. Then 2s are 8. 2s are 4. 2s are 2. 2s are 1. Which is equal to 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you understand? Simple. I split it into many smaller bits with the same number. Okay, so he is the cousin of LCM. For LCM also the same thing, but the difference is not the same number. We are doing with different numbers. And remember always to get this as 1. Never leave it as 4. Okay. You are going to, everyone knows that. Don't think like that because you won't be able to simplify it. If you leave like that bit, then 2 to the power of 3. Entirely it will become wrong. Okay. So now, like this power. What if it is in the form of fractions? Okay. Let's take first a simple and then we'll go to the complicated. Same number 64 to the power of 195. I don't think I have the answers here, just the questions I have in order to write it here, okay? So 64 by 124. How can I split this? How can I write in this is actually a rational number. I need to write this in exponents. Actually, it's in simplest form according to math. They used to tell like this, but I to make it simpler for you. Okay. So what becomes is for 64 already we wrote it here. So 2 to the power of 6. So now I think we can use mental max. So here if we do 5, let's check. I'll do here so that it will be visible for you. 1, 2, 3, 5. 5. 20. 5. 5. 5. 1 sorry. Okay. There's nothing wrong in it. Just write the answer. That is 5:3. Now overwrite. Just think what's going on. 2:6, 5:3. There's nothing wrong in it. You don't need to cut or do some the whitewashing processes in it. What you need to do is go with the next prime number. So because this also we need to become 3. So the next prime number is 3. Does 64 go in 3? No. 4. It's not a prime number. 5 does not go. 6. 7. 7 also no chance. 8 no chance. Then 9, 10, 11. Okay. Now, if you need to know a simple process, just write it like this. It's equal to 2 is to 6 and 5 is to 3. But in some cases, you needed to write like the answer will be like this. But this is not the answer of this. So what do you mean by this equation? 2 bracket 2 by 5 6. It means 2 by 5 to the power of it's here, okay. 2 by 5 to the power of 6 to the power of 6. Commonly in bracket we write like this. That's all, but I'm not gonna solve those type of sums as it is related to these. Like same. Okay. So now after these we have over. Now let's solve problems. Let's take a complicated problem first itself. We don't need to go simple problem. 1 by 2 to the power of 4 divided by 1 by 3 to the power of 4 plus minus 1 by 2 to the power of 3. So this may make you get hectic. What a nonsense. Easy. First simplify this. Okay? Simplify this exponents. Then solve. Don't do like this. 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 3. So 1 by 2 into 3 by 1. So 3 by 2 to the power of 4 to the into 4. Never do like that, please. Don't repeat that mistake. Just do like a simple process like this. Very easy. Just write it like this. So when I simplified this, I got 1 is to 16 divided by 1 by 27 into 3. This one's a 1, 2, 9, 81. 1 by 81 plus minus 1 by 2 to 4 to 2 to 4, 4 to 8. Can you understand? This is the simplified form. So this became 1 by 16 divided by 1 by 81 plus minus 1 by 8. So I'll tell you a shortcut. What if it's a hectic number like this? Simple. What you need is check whether this number is even or odd. Okay? So you need to simplify this part. This number is odd. So it's minus 1. If it is 8, then it is plus 1. That's if it is even means plus 1. It's a simple shortcut method. Okay? But a sad thing does not work in all sums. Some sums it may work, but some it does not work. Okay, now let's solve this. 1 divided by 1 by 81. So we already know how to solve the division of fractions. It becomes multiplication by 81 by, just make it alta beta. Then it will be good for you. 16, 81. First we should write the whole equation, put inside brackets, then solve. Okay? Plus minus 1 by 8. So according to Bodmar's rule, first we need to do multiplication. So this comes in bracket. Okay. Okay, now let's take a step up. 1 by 16 into 81 by 1. Now how to solve this? 16 and 81. 16 table, this does not go. Or maybe it's not divisible. Yeah, it's not divisible. So we can write it as 81 by 16 because 16 and 81 are not cancelable. 81 by 16, 81 by 16 plus minus 1 by 2 to the 4 to the 8. So now we need to take LCM. Into 2 into 2. 81 by 16 plus minus 2 by 16. Okay, now let's take the step up. 81 plus minus 2. That's equal to 79. 79 by 16. So now I got the answer as 79 plus 16. So is it good for leaving this alone? No. And I need to make, so this is an improper fraction. Now let's write it as mixed fraction. Before you write, please check whether this is divisible by any number. If not, just simplify it. So 16 into, we can take 4. 4, 6 are 4, 2 remaining. 64, okay, and then 16 into 5. 0, 3 remaining. 80. So 4 is good. By 64. And then 9 minus 4 is equal to 5 and 1. Which is equal to 4, 15 by 16. So are these two numbers divisible by any table? I think no. So the answer is 4, 15 by 16. Can you understand? So these are few of the simple problems which we solve in our daily life. And now we are coming to an important topic known as reciprocal. So in our previous class we learned that reciprocal is simple, upside down. But in math we did flipping. Reciprocal means flipping. So for example, let's take the sum. So we have two methods to find the reciprocal. I wrote like this. So there are two methods I took. First method is write like minus 10 by 1. As you all know, by 47. Or just erase the symbol which is near this number and simply write it. I think you can understand it. A little bit. The sum is minus 1 by 10 by 47. Here I need to find the reciprocal. Two ways are there. One is just making it upside down. That is minus 10 by 1 by 47. Other method is just taking this minus symbol away. That's just making the opposite symbol. This is also an method. So there are two ways of the finding reciprocal. If you can't understand this, let's go with the simple number. For example, minus 3 by 4 to the power of 3. To find the reciprocal, here what we need to do, it becomes minus 3 by 4 to the power of minus 3. Here what do you find? I made a mistake. I didn't make a mistake, but something is there. Can you understand it? And then what I did is, in the previous sum I confused you. It was 1. For 1, we need to change the minus symbol for this number. Normal means for this number. That's all. Easy, but most of our daily life, we won't be using 1. And if you need to make it simpler, use this method. Okay? So, I'll again, I will take a normal number. Like, yeah, I'll take this number. Minus 7 by 4 to the power of 208. 208. Answer is equal to minus 7 by 4 to the power of minus 208 or minus 4 by 7 to the power of 208. Okay? So this is the reciprocal process, but don't, the first equal method, no, please don't confuse it, but because we won't be using that method most of our daily life, it's so confusing, right? Okay, so that's all. Now we completed the easiest part. And now we are going to move to the important topic known as the laws of exponents. So we have laws of exponents for only for two of their there's operations: multiplication, division. Addition, subtraction we don't have, and I forgot to tell you this one. If we have a number like this, 1 by 4 to the power of 47. Do you know what some people used to do? 1 by 4, point 1 by 4. We should do decimal process. Never. Exponent, this dot means into. Can you understand into? But I'm not going to solve this because it comes in this laws of exponents. So I'm not going to solve this. So I told for two of the operations we have multiplication, product, as well as division. So totally 2 laws we have, but we can split them and make it into 4. First is, if you get a sum like this, am plus not plus into an is equal to am plus n. Next is bracket am n is equal to am plus not plus into n. Next is m by an is equal to am minus n. A0 is equal to 1. Okay, so these are the common four of that laws of exponent we use on daily life. So what do you mean by this? Well, before we look at this, don't look at this. I have some questions for you. Okay, and last I'll leave a question. Please give the answer in the comment box. Okay, what's multiplication? It means repeated addition. Division, repeated subtraction. So that's a simple process we are going to use here. am into an is equal to am minus n. A case is there. Only if the bases are same. This if here is it is d, then no, this law won't work. It's known as the product law. And these are known as product law, quotient law, but this is known as zero exponent. But actually, it does not come under this topic. Okay. So am plus n. So we will solve one sum related to it. Then am bracket n is equal to am into n. So if it's no bracket is there, then we can solve normally as this. But as the bracket is there, it becomes into. Here just the opposite. An means, but we should have the same base. Exponents it might differ. It does not. It depends on the examiner. Okay. So the exponents may differ, but bases should be same. Am minus n. Am is 0 is equal to 1. So you may not understand head or tail in all these of the sums, right? Okay, I'll tell. So for each of the laws, we will solve two of the sums. So let's take 5 to the power of 4 into 5 to the power of 7. So now how to solve this? So some Chinese people will do like this. 5. What's it? 28. And the examiner will do like this. Okay? So what the mistake I made here is, do not multiply this and do not multiply this. Do a simple process. 5, 4 plus 7. Easy. Which is equal to 5, 11. This is the answer. So this one over. Now this one, I'm taking this sum here, okay? Yes, there is no space here. Am into n. Yeah, we'll take this. minus 1 by 3 is equal to, so here what we should do, minus 1 by 3 2, no plus into 3, which is equal to, this will become 6, no, I cannot write here, so minus 1 by 3 to the power of 6. So this over, so product over, and writing this also here. Yeah. Now let's take 10 to the power of 7 by 10 to the power of 27. So it will become like 10, 7 minus 27. It's equal to 10 to the power of minus 20. Okay. Okay. So now what complicated thing you find here? Think it. How this minus symbol came here? Smaller number, greater number. Use integer process. Subtract the greater number from the smaller number and give the, that's the greater number symbol. So here it is subtraction. So minus 20. Can you understand? So it's not 10 minus 20. Excuse me. And then it's just a to the power 0 is equal to what? So any exponent. For example, 3 to the power, as we have to that time, 3 to the power of 0 is 1. So if 3 to the power of 0 plus 5 to the power of 0 plus 8 to the power of 0. Very simple. 1 plus 1 plus 1. This one, this one, this one. So answer is 3. That's all. So very easy. Now we learn about all the laws. Now we are going to solve easy problems. I am not going to take many tough, but still we suddenly I'll give one sum, and after giving you some time, and then at last it solve them. So now let's solve a problem with product law. Let's take this sum. Yeah, this will be good. Power of 3 into 4 by 9 to the power of 6 into 4 by 9 to the power of 11. 4 by 9 power of 3 plus 6 plus 11 equal to 4 by 9 to the power of 6 plus 11. 20. Now let's explain it. 4 by 9 to the power of 3 into 4 by 9 to the power of 6 into 4 by 9 to the power of 11. So use product law. 4 by 9 to the power of 3 plus 6 plus 11, which is equal to 4 by 9 to the power of 20. Okay? That's all. Easy. And then another. Let's solve this problem. It's very tough one. Not tough, it's easy, but a bit. Plus, yeah, minus 1 by 3 to the power of 7 to the power of 5. So answer is minus 1 by 3 to the power of 14 plus minus 1 by 3 to the power of 35. Just wait, let me take that. So it was minus 1 by 3. So 7 into 2, it is 14 into minus 1 by 3 to the power of 35. So just add these, minus 1 by 3 to the power of 49. Okay. So this is just one of the methods of the second law. Can you understand? So now this is over. Now for the quotient law. Let's take a greater number. 27 is to minus 27 by minus 27 is to 50. So what we should do is, here minus minus, but still when we write here it becomes minus. So minus 27 to the power of 3 minus 50. Integer method, okay? It's equal to minus 27 to the power of minus 47. So whenever here also subtraction, here minus, or here minus and here plus, use bracket. So in order to avoid the confusion. So why don't you use brackets? Not to create some what kind of confusion or some irritation. Just cancel or to make the sum easier, simpler. Okay. So now over. And for exponent like if you need, I'll take some. To the plus 30 to the power of 0. Let's see. Into 80 to the power of 0. 1 plus 1 into 1. It is equal to 1. Because 2, no, yeah, it's right only. So 1 plus 1 into 1. The answer is 2, sorry. So here 1 plus 1 into 1. Answer is 2, but in most cases we get the answer is 1. If it's single number, it's 1. But here means just solve it, okay? So 1 plus 1 into 1 is equal to its answer is 2. Instead, if it's like 0 means answer is 0. But if the 0 is to the power means answer is 1. That's all. Simple. So now the laws of exponents is over, and now we are going to solve the problems using these. But I'm not going to go with easy problems. 2 tough problems. Three problems we will solve. So you may think, oh, what a tough stuff. Very easy. Same base. 2. Subtraction. 3. Subtraction. Same thing. Here. Or 12. It gets cancelled. So this, just eat it away. Okay. So now this is that. Even if you write like this, you may get mark. But the right answer, what you should do is P. You can't solve P. P into P into P. Answer is P3. Here we can. 9 into 9, 81. So the answer is 81 P3 Q5. Can you understand? Very simple process. These 3 we can cancel. These 2 also we can cancel. These 2 also we can cancel. And here another one was there. Same exponent. So I cancelled it fully. So here it became 9. I subtracted. You may think how these numbers came. Subtraction. I got it. Okay. Now the other 2. And the last one I won't be doing it. You need to solve it. Last time I will tell the answer. Here is the very complicated stuff. 6 by 4 into 9 by 2 into 25 by 3. As well as 3 to the power of 2 into 4 to the power of 2 into 15 to the power of 6. Oh, what a big sum, right? Here the most complicated thing is different bases. So you may think, what are you telling? Very easy. Cancel. 2. Then here, cancel. 5, 3. Please don't repeat that mistake. It is not actual fractions. It is exponent. Follow the laws of exponent. Here, as a different base, what you need to do is split these numbers. Split it. Here, 2 into 3 to the power of 4. So here, as we will write like bracket 4. So it means 2 to the power of 4 into 3 to the power of 4 into 3 to the power of 2 into 3 to the power of 2 into 5 to the power of 3 into 5 to the power of 3. Okay, so this comes this side, okay, and this 2. This we can't split it into 2, 2 into 2, 2, 3, 4, or 3, 6. So it is 2, 4 into 3, 4. But actually, in right form, it will be like this. But when we remove the bracket, it becomes like. So for all I wrote like that. This also bracket, this also bracket, this also bracket, this also bracket. But actually, one step I missed and I wrote the next because that's not needed. Okay, if you want, you may write it. So 2, 4 into 3, 4 into 3, 2 into 3, 2 into 5, 3 into 5, 3. As well as the same process I did. Now, how we need to solve this? Cancelling. 2. It's not there. So, wait, I can write. So, this and here we cannot do anything. So, write it as usual. 2 by 4 into this. 4 plus 2, 6. Plus 2, 8. 3 to the power of 8. Into these 3 gets cancelled. So, I added the powers for the same basis. I think you can understand. It's very simple. 3. These 3 and these 2 we can do. 12, 3 to the power of 14. 6 plus 6 plus 2. To the power of 14 into 2 gets cancelled. 2 to the power of 4 into what was the number here? 25. 15. 3 to the power of 5. So here, a small mistake I made, okay? So it is 3, 3. So only 2 are there. So it must not come 14, it's 8 because I made a mistake. It's 3, 2 and here it's not 3, it's 5, okay? I wrote it like 5, 3. So it's 3 into 5 because here it was 15. So 15, 3 into 5 is only 15, okay? It's not 3 into 3. I do have a mistake, I wrote, okay? So 3, 8. It becomes 3, 8 because 2 plus the 6 is equal to 3, 8. Into 2, 4 into 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. Now over. Cancel everything. Nothing there. Remaining nothing there except 1. Sum is this much. Answer is easy. Answer is 1. Okay. That's all. Very simple. So this is the problem, and what now I'm going to write in the board, but I'm not going to solve it. Last I will do the problem. You need to solve it before I give the answer. But actually it's very easy, but for people who are not that much confident in integers, tough, very tough. Okay. Power of 4. But actually the real sum is not this, but I'm writing the next step of that sum, because if I write the real sum, it will be very difficult for you to solve. Minus 3. Okay, so this is the sum. But actually, this is not the right sum. I gave the next step of the step. So now let it be. And may you solve it. And after going for this sum, go for this topic. We'll do that. Okay. So now let's do scientific notation. So what do you think of scientific notation? First, I told you one sentence that is coming here. What it is? Exponents are used in science, and that's why we here learned a scientific notation. So what's known as that? Some notation. What notation is it? Very easy. Here, our brother decimal is gonna come, and now with the help of him, we are gonna solve numerous problems. So now, I have a number like this. How innumerable. But in easier form, you may write like this. 94 power in bracket 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 0, 2, 12. How silly it is. But in scientific notation, that's not the thing we're gonna do. Just we need one whole number. 9.4 into 10 to the power of 12. So what do you understand by this? So what I did here is 9.4. Yes, I think you can understand. This is a duster. I need to break this into two parts. What I will do? Break it with my hands. Same like that here, but instead of hands, we break it with the decimals. Okay? 9.4 is there. I need to break it into two parts. 9.4, just make into, count the number of zeros, write 10 to the power of 12. Here I told zeros, so there I know. That's all. If you know this, if you have a whole test paper with only science notation, full mark you will be getting. But, if I have a question like this, yeah, 2.74 into 10 to the power of 57. How will I write it in the normal form? What's the normal form? In the science notation, what we should do is 274, write it as usual. 1, 2. 57 minus 2. So here 55. So 55 zeros you should put. But I can't do that because I'll be needing totally 5 or 6 of these blackboards. Okay. So I can't do that. It goes on. That means zeros you need to put. Or if you want, I'll take as 5. 5 there. 1, 2. 2 places it has meant. 5 minus 2, 3. So 3 zeros. Can you understand? That's so easy. So after this much we have learned, for scientific notation we don't have much about it. That's very easy. You need a decimal as well as count the number of zeros. Find that in which position the decimal point is. 2. 2 means just subtract 2 from that from the scientific that's the exponent which is present and just write the answer. That's all. So this is the scientific notation. But if you have some like this in the reciprocal form, 2.47 to the power of 10 to the power of 7. How we should solve this? Write like 2.47 into 1 by 10 to the power of 7. Okay, that's not very easy. Just instead of writing the by 10 to the power of 7, write like 1 by 10 to the power of 7. So now after this we have over. I think we have solved this problem, but I'm gonna solve it. The answer is answer is 10 by 7. Okay. So do you know why I did not get 7 by 10? I got 10 by 7. 2 minus 3. What? 2 minus 3 minus 1. So here minus 1 by 5 was there. So minus 1 I can't write. Take the reciprocal. So 5 by 1. So I got the answer is 10 to the power of 7. I did by shortcut method. Okay. So now we want to come to the vital part which we need to learn the most word problems. How do we need to solve the exponent word problems? So now first three of the word problems we will do. It is a certificate of pedigree. It lists a dog's parents, grandparents, and so. The power to the power of 6 describes the number of great grandfathers the dog has. So how many is this? But actually, this question is a bit tricky. Answers in the question 2 to the power of 6. This is the answer, but you need to write it like 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. What 16 to 4? 4, 2. Answer is 64. Can you understand? The answer is 64. And another is, we'll take this one. Sun is in the center of the solar system. The sun is the star closest to our planet. The surface of the temperature of the sun is close to 10,000 degree Fahrenheit. Write 10,000 using exponent. 10,000 using exponent. Very easy. How many zeros were there? 4. 10 to the power of 4. So 10,000. When you write exponent form, it becomes 10 to the power of 4. The other one is to save money for a video game. Ajay puts 1 rupee in the envelope. Just think, rupees 1 in, and just take this as an envelope, okay, and after all, inside the envelope. Okay, I tell you one thing. If you need to solve word problems, think it as a story. Just think like this. This came here. That happened here. He gave this much money. How much he should give back? Make it as a story. Then create an equation. Solve it. Then again check it. Checking is most important thing. Check it. Even if you have time or don't have time, please check it. Then write the answer. Okay, that's all. Very easy. That's a small trick how to solve word problems. So now 1 rupee he put in envelope. So each day for 8 days he doubles the number of money. Each day for 8 days. For 8 days he doubles the money. He doubles. Answer is here itself. Doubles there are. What you need to do is 8 to the power of 2. 8 into 8, 64. Answer is equal. So this is the answer. How much will be saving in the 8th day? So 64 rupees he has. I'll explain it. That is, let's take. I have 1 rupee. So each day I double it. I'm not gonna break it, but I'm gonna breaking it. Okay. So I break this into 2 parts, and each day I'll double it. In 8th day, how much I have? But it will be like 8 into 16. But in the exponential form, it is 8 to the power of 2, 64. Can you understand? Okay. So now this much. Now, another one thing. Prabha wants to predict, this is a bit tricky word problem, the number of hits she will get on her web page. So she need to predict the number of things on her web page. WP means web page. Okay. Her web page receives 3 hits. 3 in first week. 3 in first week. Can you understand? So here 3 in the first week. 3 of the that's the hits in first week. She was posted. So if the number of these triples every week, if it is getting triples every week, then how much should be having in the eighth week? Simple. 3 to the power of 8. If you want, you may split it and I think the answer will be like 1527, but I am not going to solve it. It's a very big thing. 3 into 3 into 3 into 3, it goes like that. But maybe the answer is 1527 related to that. So very easy. Okay. So in a blink of my eye, I complete the whole lesson, right? Now I give a small short summary. Exponent means like if you have exponent like 10 to the power of 10, it means 10 that much times. Can you understand? That's all. So we don't have a loss of think of this. We don't have any law for addition subtraction. If you have any sum like that, please take LCM and do. Or I told right, simplify that exponent and then solve it. So loss of exponent, then scientific notation. So for scientific notation, please take decimal, then solve it. As well as for that things. That's not wrong. Here. I'll explain some one more later. I will wind up. 2 minus 3. Whenever we have like this, minus 1 there, right? Please take the reciprocal. So the answer is 27. How? So 27 will become just the opposite. Here minus 1 there. So 27 by 1 answer is 27. Can you understand? So hope you enjoy my class today, and today's class is the most interesting and the most easiest. That's exponents. It's more easier than set. So thank you friends. See you in the next class. Hope you enjoy my class today. Bye bye.